Out is Eddie Pinheiro to get this one started. And off we go here on EA Sports. This will be returned from the 6. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. They're led by their man at quarterback out of the University of Florida. It's Anthony Richardson.
We both could get the sense from talking to him this week leading up to today's game, Mike, just the amount of pressure he felt that was on his shoulders and, frankly, in the entire locker room. They need to get their first win. When you study NFL history, starting a season 0-3, not many teams have ever made the playoffs in the Super Bowl era, only 6. So if they want to get a chance to find themselves in the playoff hunt, if they just want to get their season on track, a win today is going to go a long way.
Throwing on second down, Richardson. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the first down on a gain of 7.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A handoff, it's Brooks running right. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Second and 6.
Another try with Brooks. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Cole Holcomb in on the tackle. Here now, 3rd and 5. From the gun, Richardson. He's got his man complete. That's Judy. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
Complete to the former Buckeye, Jackson Smith-Njigba. Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face 3rd down. Out of a shotgun, Richardson. Now a deep ball here for Collins. That is caught. What a throw. Nico Collins for the score. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. They find the end zone here on the opening drive, and Greg, they're able to do it in the air.
Mike, it makes you wonder, is this drive a sign of things to come? I mean, this secondary, they had their hands full there. Are we going to see it repeated throughout the rest of this game, or are they going to have?
And, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. So replay is going to take a look at this one and make sure it is good for 6. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence to the contrary. In other words, it's got to be the truth. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. And leading them, Greg, the veteran out of West Virginia, it's Geno Smith.
If there was one thing that was clear right off the jump from our meeting last week, Mike, it was the fact that he shouldered almost all of the blame for last week's loss on himself. Remember what he called his 2 interceptions. He said those are inexcusable. And when you go back and really study the tape, not everything was his fault. Protection at times, spotty.
Now Chubb loses the football. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. but now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often, and when they do, you got to seize the moment.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. And in motion is Berrios. Smith to throw on 1st and 10. That one brought in by Berrios. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
It's a gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Now the Georgia Bulldog. Here's Nick Chubb. Fighting off defenders here. He'll churn forward and pick up 3. With that, why don't we give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. 2nd and 7. Working out of the gun, Smith. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Play action now. It's Gino. He'll get this complete to Wiley, his tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Off the play fake. Smith. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Smith. He pulls it in around the 5. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6. Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
A 2nd down throw for Smith. To the goal line and in. Braxton Berrios has a touchdown.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and
the previous play
they come away with this
review.
Extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the visitors come right back to tie it at 7. Each team 1 possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Brooks. He'll inch forward for maybe a yard. The safety, Jordan Poyer, up to make the stop. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
We'll go once more with Brooks. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
To throw, it's Richardson. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life, his speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on a big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down and keep the drive alive.
Richardson to throw it here on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Throwing is Richardson. That's over the middle and caught by Collins. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
On the ground, here's the rookie from Southern Cal. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes third down. Looking to throw. Richardson. This is caught. He got the connection to Collins. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Got his man at the 6. And he's in. Nico Collins for the touchdown. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. What an opening quarter he is having. Greg, that is 2 touchdown receptions here in the first quarter.
Mike, all this guy has to do is keep this pace up, and he's going to have himself 8 touchdowns. But in all seriousness, if I'm this quarterback, I'm not looking anywhere else until this defense proves they have an answer. Because right now, they don't have one.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Braxton Berrios now to bring it back. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They go play action with Smith. And he's not going to get away. They track him down. So after one, it's a close game early on. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. From the gun, it's Gino. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. From the shotgun, Smith. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and receiver Nico Collins set to take over. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring them down. These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And they're finally going to bring him down. It's a first down if it stands, but maybe a hold set him free. Wyatt Teller called for the infraction. Throwing now on 3rd and long. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
The visitors' offense ready to take over once again. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. To throw, here's Smith. Open man downfield is Brown. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. He'll get this out to the left flat. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Duvernay in motion. Chubb takes his handoff, running left. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The home team's offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. On play action, Richardson. He's going to run it.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
And that is incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
And he's going to make a fair catch just beyond his own 40-yard line. The visitors' offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. A first down throw for Smith. Open man, that's Devin Duvernay. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Gino now on 1st and 10. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Back to the air, it's Smith. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. Gino going to throw for it. Gets that one complete to his tight end Bowers. And he's going to have the 1st down. An aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on 4th down. Smith. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Smith. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Here's Gino. He'll try to run for it. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the 1st down.
Now Chubb. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Now we'll get a pause here, an injured player, and it's A.J. Brown who was hurt on that last play. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Now, Gino. That's hauled in at the 2. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. Here's Chubb. He'll get this forward. No signal. They're going to mark him down at the 1. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. Smith to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
3rd and goal. Tight end going in motion here. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. Greg and I continue in just a moment. Lots of big people. Jumbo set in the game as they go for it on 4th and goal. They'll try it now with Chubb. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
So this play by the middle linebacker is all about play recognition. Reminds me of a former teammate, Luke Kuechly. He knew the play before it was going to happen. Watch him. He diagnoses, he tracks the ball, and bang, makes a huge tackle, short of the yard to gain, forces the turnover on downs.
Here's the fullback, Ricard. And nothing doing there. Might get it out to the 2, but that's all.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
On the ground, it's Lloyd. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 3rd and 9. Here's Richardson. Smith and Jigba has it on that out route. Now look out to the 20. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 97 yards. It is a touchdown. A huge play there. They go in the air. We only see a few touchdowns of that length all year. They go from backed up to in the end zone for a touchdown.
It is, Mike. In this case, most teams are saying, let's just pick up a 1st down. At the very least, give our punter some room out of the end zone. But not this guy. He's thinking taking it to distance, and that's exactly what he was able to do.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Gibson now on the return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin then. The visitors' offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. That's into the hands of Xavier Gibson. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. On 1st down, here's Gino to throw. Into the hands of Berrios.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Smith now to throw on 1st down. Duvernay with the grab. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. On 2nd down, Smith. He's got Berrios. It's complete. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated.
That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Stevens. And this defense will take over here following the interception.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. So we come to halftime in this 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And it is the Chargers out in front as those two creep towards halftime. Derrick Henry, the newest Raven, with a touchdown run. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Deebo Samuel, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And that one all even as they play the visiting Texans. We saw a strong first half out of the mobile quarterback, Anthony Richardson. He got off to a hot start with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes, threw another for good measure in the second quarter. So he has been on target throughout. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break. But I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Gibson now on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll start out first down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Smith. He'll get that into the hands of Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Once again, it's Chubb. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Here's a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Smith. And that is incomplete. Tyson Campbell that time, able to knock it away.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
First and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Lloyd. And he's going to have this one up near the 28.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off. A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now Richardson. Open man is Lazard. He's got it. A pickup of 15 in the air. And that will be a first down.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer.
A give. Here comes Lloyd. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short. They'll go again with Lloyd. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Holding offense. Still first down.
To throw, it's Richardson. To the left side, into the hands of Collins.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Has some room inside the 30. Wadarani brings it to the red zone, taken down inside the 20-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
So they move inside the 20, first and 10 at the 18. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and let's see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds. When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers. I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
They'll try to run this one in. Powering forward. He's in. Marshawn Lloyd. Touchdown. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Gibson now on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. So now this team's offense headed back to take over once more. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Play action now. It's Gino. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Good-looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And a first down.
To throw is Smith. There's that man again. Another catch. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
At the 47-yard line.
From the gun, it's Gino. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
An incompletion there isn't ideal by any means, Mike, but I think that's one of those passes where he made sure that ball was either going to end up in his guy's hands or out of bounds.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Bowers.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. A couple of 3rd down conversions already on this drive. This one tougher. This is 3rd and 10. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. We're about ready now for the punt. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get back to work. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air, and with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls. It's been intermediate shots. It's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the gun, Richardson. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And now here comes the punt team. Here's Berrios on the return. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. This team's offense make their way out to take over once more. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back, and in some of these coverage units, when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, here's Smith. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Chubb. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Well, there's not a whole lot of fancy going on here, Mike. This is just kind of old school, line up and run smash mouth football. It's exactly what they did, but it still ends up in a big gain, and he picks up the first down.
Gino now on 1st and 10. He'll get this complete to Gibson. And he's into the end zone. Xavier Gibson for the score. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Extra point by Pinheiro is good. And the visitors are able to cut into the deficit. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and Anthony Richardson getting ready for their next drive. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
10 yards, the gain on the pitch and catch. That's enough for a first down. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. This is brought in downfield by Judy. It is a big play on first down. 35 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Here's a chance to put this game away. First down and goal. Flags coming. Looks like there was movement on the right side of the O-line. Now it is 1st and goal. A handoff as they try to run it here. And that's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come?
And he's got another one. Nico Collins has a touchdown. That is 3 touchdowns in the game and 4 for the season. These scores have to be a relief to this team, Greg. Looking at going 0-3 instead, a 4th quarter lead, and it looks like win number 1 is on the way.
Absolutely, and at this stage of the season, still being early, this is about as close to a must-win as it gets. Historically, teams that avoid 0-3 starts by getting back to 1-2, the likelihood of them being in that playoff picture is drastically different. So, big win today when they needed it the most.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Gibson now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
A gain of 12 results in a first down.
Smith to throw on 1st and 10. Quick throw, taken in, and he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
He's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down, Smith. That one brought in by Berrios. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
An 8-yard pickup and a 1st down.
Working out of the gun, Smith. That's to the right side and caught by Bowers.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Now, we have an injury, and it's Nick Chubb, who missed nearly the entire 2023 season. That, not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. Smith now to throw on 1st down. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's Smith. That's going to be intercepted. It's the rookie, Kool-Aid McKinstry. Oh, big hole, left side. And he's going to bring this one back the distance for the touchdown. The pick 6 for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see, and it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment, uplifting for them, big momentum building.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense, you get yourself an easy touchdown, all of a sudden your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Gibson now on the return. And they'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Gino to throw. Open man. That's Gibson.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
A 2nd down throw for Smith. Now sets up a screen for Chubb. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. Result is a 1st down.
Here's Gino. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Smith now. He's got Berrios. It's complete. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
4-yard gain on the play.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They send the tight end in motion. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with Greg, their 2nd pick 6 of the game.
And that's just something you don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might see a handful of games each year where there's 1 pick 6, but to get 2 pick 6s in the same game, this defense is on fire.
Now Aubrey for the extra point. He's got it, and his guys will add 1 more onto their big lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Gibson now on the return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line, and that's where the offense will take the field. Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. Smith to throw on 1st down. They'll try to set up the screen here. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play. Here's a 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, Smith. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Just can't seem to get anything going on every ensuing snap. They just continue to go backwards and backwards and backwards. We've got to find a way on 1st and 2nd down to stay ahead of the chains so 3rd down is not so daunting.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Smith. Duvernay with the grab. And he'll be brought down, but not before they move it up past the 30-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. From the gun, it's Gino. That's into traffic, but taken in. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another 1st down. Smith to throw. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. And right away you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. As a result, they're going to come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.